Okay, yeah.
Hello, Ajit, once more.
Yes, yes, Roman. Yeah,
Um,
welcome.
Welcome. And we know that in homeopathy there are relationship between remedies.
Yeah,
There are remedies which are follow well or antidoting or complementary and so on. And actually, this relationship between remedies, our classics like Bonninghausen, Gauger, and Kent, and many others, they pay big attention on it. But in your work and work of your teacher, Dr. Tuckers, we can find a special relationship. I even don't know how to um, what name we will give for this. For example, in Absolute Materia Medica, you can find that aged sepia may need conium.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I have here some more examples. So please, first, um, explain this approach with
Yeah.
some examples, so
Okay.
it will be
Yeah.
clear.
First thing very important is that you see, evolution is a part of everything. Every phenomenon goes into evolution. Now we know the stages of our life. We have the transitional phases of infant, child, then adolescence, then adulthood, then old age. So, in the same way, our remedies also pass through the stages. And then these stages give us, on the basis of the interrelationships, some material to work upon, to contemplate upon. So, the idea behind, you see, aged sepia may need conium is when the sepia has behaved in a certain way, and now because the sepia become aged, there are some consequences of this old age over the sepia woman, for example. Then the conium comes up. Now, why this relationship came out strongly with sepia and conium? You know, sepia we know has aversion to touch, and then aversion to touch at the sex level is aversion to sex. So sepia has suppressed sex and the consequences of this. You have leukorrhea, you have infertility, you have headache, you have backache, you have even cancer based on sexual energy being suppressed in sepia. Now it is very interesting that once the sepia goes into a state of consequences of the suppressed sex, and now you become old. It is okay up to a young age. You tolerated the suppressed energy. You were able to not allow the oncological genetic process to get activated. You didn't allow the hypertension to develop. You didn't allow the you see atherosclerotic changes to develop. But now the same sexual energy which is suppressed starts playing its role because your immunity in the old age has become low. And then there is activation of the oncogens. There is atherosclerosis increasing. There are paralysis and paralysis of the muscles. Muscles do not obey the order. Your will is affected. Sepe as a woman was very strong, pushing, trying to do with a lot of things in the life. She has a space of her own. She has a egocentricity of her own. She has a pride of her own. Now everything is crumbled down. So the same sexual energy which didn't cause symptoms in sepia in the old age, you get conium state.